What's good, Commanders fans? Tonight I will be on Louis T's channel with Street Scores, and of course Louis T doing a Commanders roundtable. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll put Louis T's channel down below and Street Scores channel down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to those guys. So it should be a lot of fun. It should be super lit. But yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick video. We signed Jahan Dotson to his rookie contract. I'll go over the numbers here real quick. He gets, he signed a 4-year, $15 million fully guaranteed contract, $8.1 million signing bonus, $2.7 million 2022 cap hit, and a 5th-year option for 2026. So the last time we drafted a first-round wide receiver, we declined his 5th-year option, just to give you guys a comparison. Hopefully, if everything goes well with Jahan, which I think they will. I think we will, down the line. I know it's predicting a long time from now, but the plan is to pick up his 5th-year option. So 4 years, $15 million. That's pretty darn good. What is that, like $3.5 million per year? So you look at receivers now, they're getting $20-25 million. AJ Brown, Deebo Samuel's looking for a contract. Like Christian Kirk is getting big money. DJ Moore, $20 million. Tyreek Hill, almost $30 million. Basically $30 million. DeAndre Hopkins, big money, $27 million. You see what wide receivers are getting paid. The going rate, Devontae Adams, $28, $29, $30 million per year. So you see that rookie contract scale. And then when he hits that contract year, we'll see. But we got to pay Terry McLaurin first, of course. So some good news on Terry. I guess good news. It's not really good news or whatever. It's kind of middle news. But Jeremy Fowler reported that the Washington Commanders are saving money to that they spent mildly in free agency, in part because it has been budgeted for re-signing Terry McLaurin. The Commanders see him as a true cornerstone and team leader. The money must validate that. In the ballooning receiver market with $20 million per year serving as a mere interest fee into the club, just like what DJ Moore got from the Panthers, looms large here. Though through 3 seasons, McLaurin has averaged 1,030 yards annually, despite playing with 9 different quarterbacks, none of whom were long-term solutions at the position. That feat alone is worth serious coin. So, like I said, I think he's number 1 in the NFC East. I know it's between him and AJ Brown, but I'm picking Terry McLaurin. AJ Brown got $25 million per year. And I think Terry should mirror that, if at least $23 million per year. You look at the quarterbacks, and like I've said in the past, Ron Rivera offered Amari Cooper $22 million per year. And Terry and Amari Cooper, look at him. The Cowboys just traded him for a 5th and a 6th round pick because it didn't work out. I mean, Amari Cooper was good, but he wasn't really, he didn't play up to what the Cowboys wanted him to do. So they let him go and traded him. But Terry's a dog, man. You should pay him. He's a good guy. Not only that, he fits what Ron Rivera likes. He's a nice guy. No troubles, off the field or anything like that. He's a leader. He's a captain of the team. He can go up and get it. He plays bigger than his size, 6 feet, 6'1". He can go up and get it. He's played with a lot of different quarterbacks. Hasn't had one consistent quarterback. Carson Wentz is going to be the best quarterback that he's played with so far in his career. And Terry McLaurin is going to be the best receiver that Carson Wentz has played with so far in his career. So pay the man. Let's not make this difficult. I know we're saving money. And this leads to the James Bradberry talk, man. James Bradberry signed by the Eagles. Well, I thought could definitely been a good Commander and a good Commander addition to the team. Now, like I said, I did not get my hopes up on this. Now, the Eagles, did they win the offseason? Yeah, they're on paper, they are the best team in the NFC East. Say what you want about Jalen Hurts and him being a running back, or a running back playing a quarterback position, or he's a fullback playing running back. Whatever you want to say about Jalen Hurts, this roster on paper, it's giving me Dream Team 2.0 vibes. When they had Nnamdi Asomugha and Vince Young and all those guys. But James Bradberry is good. Now, last year he didn't have a good year, but I wanted him here because he would have been the best former Panther or the Commander that Ron would have signed here in his tenure. And he's really good in zone coverage. Like, he's best as a zone corner. Last year he played man, he was getting cooked and sizzle. He was getting cooked a little bit in zone too, but he's really good in zone coverage where he can, see the quarterback with his eyes. He can read and react and jump routes. That's when he's really, really good. That 2020 year where he shut down Amari Cooper and he was shutting down number 1 wide receivers. James Bradberry, he was a dog in 2020. He was a beast. He was good with the Panthers too. So I just feel like in this scheme, he would have been a better fit than what William Jackson is. William Jackson is more of a press man coverage corner. He could have worked with William Jackson and worked with Kendall Fuller. The fit would have been odd because, Kendall Fuller probably would have had to go to the slot position, which he did not excel at last year. But James Bradberry would have been a good signing. The money, the Eagles will pay him $7.5 million, including $7.25 million guaranteed, and another $2.5 million in upside. So this is reported by Adam Schefter, bringing the total value of the deal to $10 million per source. So I get that. You want to sign Terry McLaurin. I know they're waiting for June 1st to come with the Landon Collins cap hit, the money coming out for that, or coming up for that with the salary cap. But another interesting tweet from Jordan Renan as well. He said that James Bradberry He had 11 teams. He had 11 teams, and he narrowed it down to 3. Or no, Adam Schefter said this. He had 11 teams reach out. So the Commanders probably were a part of the 11 teams. But Renan says James Bradberry wanted to put out himself in a winning situation. So, it takes 2 to tango. Did he really want to come back here and play with Ron Rivera? I was listening to the radio yesterday. D'Angelo Hall was kind of throwing some shots here at the Commanders situation or regime here. I don't know if he's upset because he's not being brought back as a radio guy with Julie Donaldson. But yeah, he was just talking about, hey, maybe James Bradberry just didn't want to play with Ron Rivera. So I didn't get the sense of that because Bradberry, before free agency in 2020, he said he liked Ron Rivera a lot. So, it is what it is on that. I'm not mad. It is what it is. James Bradberry, he's a good player. But we know Terry McLaurin. We know what he did to James Bradberry in that Giants game, in that first game. And in the second game, too, where we skunked him. So, and then roster moves. Drew, the offensive tackle, I think his name is Himmelman. He's 6'10". He was signed on, Monday? And then he got released yesterday for a failed physical designation. So tough news for him. I was kind of looking forward to him being added to the roster as a backup swing tackle undrafted free agent. So unfortunate news for the guy. So, we'll see how his career turns out. But Jahan Dotson, Chris Cooley's very high on Jahan Dotson, man. I wrote down some stuff that he said on a podcast. He said he can dictate coverage, and the Commanders have not had a guy that can dictate coverage since Deshaun Jackson. So a lot of high praise. I mean, Ron Rivera said the same thing. I'm not comparing him to Deshaun Jackson, but I can see what the guys are saying when they compare him. Cooley compared him to Santana Moss too. So very high praise. Logan Paulson loves the pick too. So I'm hearing nothing good things about Jahan Dotson. I told you guys when we drafted him, I was probably one of the few people who wasn't mad at the pick because I know the guy can play. Watched him against Maryland, Ohio State too, not just Maryland, but he was cooking Ohio State, basically the whole Big Ten. And he's a guy that can go up and get it, has catch radius. He's 5'11", but plays like he's 6'5", can go get it. Cooley said he runs a 4.43, but in games he runs like he runs a 4.3. In game speed where he can stop and go. He can run all routes, dig, slants, all that. So I'm excited for Jahan Dotson. I'm excited for him. I think Ron did a solid job of surrounding Carson Wentz with weapons this offseason. I'm gonna say that. Could he been a little bit more aggressive in free agency? Sure, but I'm not mad that he did not sign James Bradberry. I think it would have been a good signing though, but it is what it is. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Brian Robinson signed his rookie contract as well. So, all right, you guys, I'll see you guys tonight on Louis T's channel. Hail to the Commanders. Peace.